Hello, this is Chef Steph. Welcome to my kitchen. When my sweetheart and I were dating, we used to eat nachos, partly to share the food because it was romantic and it was good for the budget. So today, we're going to make guacamole that you can have with your raw nachos because now we like to do it raw. So my secret for the guacamole is to use the dehydrator. And what I do is I dehydrate the tomatoes for 9 to 10 hours before I make the guacamole. And this takes the moisture out of the tomatoes so your guacamole isn't runny. And so once we've dehydrated the tomatoes, the next step is to soak your goji berries. As you may know, goji berries can be very crunchy when they're unsoaked, and that's not really very tasty in your guacamole. And it also removes the little white bits from the branch when you soak them. So once we've done that, the next step is to take half a teaspoon of caraway seeds. We're going to put that in your grinder. If you have a coffee grinder or flax grinder, just give it a clean up before you use the caraway seeds in. And this is going to be loud. And then you can check them and make sure that they're all ground. It looks like they need a few more minutes. You don't want them to be too big because then you'll have too big a bite in your guacamole. So once those are done, then we can actually take them off and add them right directly into our food processor. We're using a food processor with an S-blade inside because that will give us the consistency that we are looking for. And then we're going to add half a teaspoon of lime juice. So I freshly squeezed some lime juice. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of dulse. Dulse is a seaweed, it gives it that salty flavor. If you don't have dulse, feel free to use salt. And 1/4 cup of red onion. Give it a little bit of kick. I love red onion, but if you're not into too spicy, go ahead and use white or yellow. And this is our dehydrated tomato here. So I have 1 dehydrated tomato here, which would be about 2 strips. And so I'm going to go ahead and add the dehydrated tomato to the food processor. And I have 1 date for my date just to make it very sweet for him. And I have 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds. These are Mom's hemp seeds, and they will give it a really nice creamy texture. And my goji berries. So I will add goji berries to the mix. Okay, and the next step is to add our 1 avocado. So I've just taken the inside of 1 avocado and put it into the food processor. Now it's going to get loud again. So we've got all our ingredients in the food processor, and I'm going to turn it on until I see a nice creamy consistency. And sometimes it's great to just turn the food processor off and use your spatula to just bring the ingredients down just a little bit back into the bottom so that the blade can reach them evenly. I'm just going to give it a few pulses. That's looking divine. I like my guacamole to have beautiful chunks of vegetable goodness in it, so this is pretty close. I'm going to give it 1 more pulse and then we're done. Perfect. So we'll take the lid off, and then we will, just for safety reasons, we're going to remove the blade, throw that in the sink, and then we will take out our beautiful guacamole with its red onions and red goji berries, very romantic for Valentine's Day. And we will place that with our nachos and our strawberry garnish. Doesn't that look delicious? And so now please go to hotrawchef.com and vote for me. Don't forget to do that now. That's hotrawchef.com to cast your People's Choice Award. Vote for me, Chef Steph. Thank you.